Here we are again. Don't want to do any of these generic, like, here we are again promos, but, whatever. It is what it is. So I thought there'd be a long road back, but there was actually a pretty short road back because I am still, I guess I get my rematch clause here to try to get my title back from Steve. So format's changed a little bit, so hopefully that works in my favor, and let's see what happens.
Guys, this is probably the most anticipated rematch of all time. You can forget about The Rock versus John Cena. You can forget about Hollywood Hogan versus The Rock. This is it. It is the Reaper, John Maher, versus Mr. Mesa Media himself, Steve Mesa. And just like the gentleman on my shirt would say, he said he's ready. And guess what? I am also ready.
Welcome everybody to Clash of the Titans. This is your co-main event of the evening. It is for the Horror Trivia Challenge Championship of the World as our champion Steve Mesa takes on number one contender, the Reaper, John Maher. Guys, these guys fought last month with Steve taking the victory, but I am super excited to see what John has to learn from that loss, I should say. And let's see what will happen in this fantastic matchup. And don't forget, in our main event is another rematch for the undisputed Movie Trivia Challenge Championship of the World, as champion Joe Farrelly takes on number one contender Caramel Mountain Ryan Payne. This could be a fantastic match. So let's get into the introductions for this match right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 5-round match, and it is for the Movie Trivia Challenge Horror Championship of the World. Introducing first, he is the number one contender, the Reaper, John Maher. How's it going, man?
It's going good, Hunter. We'll see how it goes. I feel better with the content change. Quotes usually was kicking my ass a little bit, but I think I feel good. So let's see how this goes.
Alright, so I'll explain to you how round number one works. It is a speed round. 6 seconds on the clock to answer 8 questions, 4 from your strengths, 4 from Steve's strengths. You cannot use your extension or your challenges in this round. They will come back in round number 2. And you have unlimited skips. So if you do not know an answer, you can pass it, and if we have time at the end of all 8 questions, we will come back to all the questions you skipped. Do you understand?
I do.
Alright, if you are ready, we will start with the very first question, which is: what 2000s family horror film stars Jonathan Lipnicki and Richard E. Grant?
The Littlest Vampire.
Who directed Friday the 13th, Part 3?
Steve Miner.
What was the name of Sarah Fear's love interest in Fear Street 1666?
Solomon Good.
What 2008
girl shit
starring Keanu Reeves was directed by Scott Derrickson?
Repeat.
What 2008 horror movie starring Keanu Reeves was directed by Scott Derrickson?
The Day the Earth Stood Still.
What is the subtitle of the 4th film in the Resident Evil franchise?
Oh, jeez. Retribution.
What does L stand for in ABCs of Death 2?
Legacy.
What year saw the release of Victor Fleming's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
1938.
All right, that is the end of your round 1. So we will take you out and bring in the champion when we come back. And his opponent, he is the reigning, defending Horror Trivia Challenge Champion of the World, Steve Mesa.
Like what I'm doing there, I'm doing like the bone saw. I don't know if everybody got that. So I was, yeah, man. Listen, before we get this started, I'm just saying I always go into these title matches always anxious and nervous because, I don't mind losing to a person like John, but then again, it's like the competition me just wants to hold on to that title and just keep it, nice to my little cozy center, just pit up real nice, my imaginary title, of course.
All right, I'll explain to you how round number 1 works. Is a speed round. 6 seconds on the clock to answer 8 questions. 4 from your strengths, 4 from John's strengths. You have unlimited skips, so if you do not know an answer, you can pass it, and if we have time at the end of all 8 questions, we'll come back to all the questions you skipped. You cannot use your extension or your challenges in this round. They will come back to round number 2. Do you understand?
I understand.
All right, if you're ready, we'll start with the very first question, which is... family horror film stars Jonathan Lipnicki and Richard E. Grant.
Little Vampires.
Who directed Friday the 13th, Part 3?
Skip.
What was the name of Sarah Fierce's love interest in Fear Street 1666?
Skip.
What 2008 horror movie starring Keanu Reeves was directed by Scott Derrickson?
The Day the Earth Stood Still.
What is the subtitle of the 4th film in the Resident Evil franchise?
Extinction.
What does L stand for in ABCs of Death 2?
Skip.
What year saw the release of Victor Fleming's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Skip.
Who plays Olivia in 2013's Evil Dead?
Jessica Lucas.
Who directed Friday the 13th, Part 3?
Steve Miner.
What was the name of Sarah Fierce's love interest in the Fear Street 1666?
Maxine.
All right, that is the end of your round number 1. We will bring back John, have a score update and a recap. All right, guys, I will go over the questions and the answers right now. What 2000 family horror film stars Jonathan Lipnicki and Richard E. Grant? The Little Vampire. Who directed Friday the 13th, Part 3? Steve Miner. What was the name of Sarah Fierce's love interest in Fear Street 1666? Hannah Miller. What 2008 horror movie starring Keanu Reeves was directed by Scott Derrickson? The Day the Earth Stood Still. What is the subtitle of the 4th film in the Resident Evil franchise? Resident Evil Afterlife. What does L stand for in ABCs of Death 2? Legacy. What year saw the release of Victor Fleming's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? 1941. And who plays Olivia in 2013's Evil Dead? Jessica Lucas. So, at the end of round number 1, we are tied 3 apiece going into round number 2, which works like this. It is each competitors have given me 1 franchise they want to hear 4 questions from. Each of those questions is worth 2 points apiece. There is no multiple choice, and whatever you miss, your opponent can steal for 2 points. But the questions are formatted as such. Question 1 will be an IMDb-based question, so directors, actors, composers, things like that. Question 2 will be a Who Said It round. I will give you a quote, and I need a character who said the quote. Question 3 will be a small plot-based question based on the franchise you picked, and question 4 can be a mixed bag of any of the first 3 questions. You understand?
Yep.
All right, so since Steve is the champion, he can choose to go first or defer.
I would like to defer to the Reaper.
All right, John, we will start with you with your first question. Are you ready?
What's the time limit on the questions? 15 seconds or 20 seconds?
15 seconds.
Okay, I'm good. Go ahead.
All right, so you picked Friday the 13th. And your first question is, who plays Jason in Jason X?
Kane Hodder.
That is correct. 2 points. Bringing John up to 5. Your second question is, what character said the following quote? Oh, don't worry about my little errand boy. The only thing to fear is fear itself.
Freddy Krueger?
That is correct for 2 points.
Only one that made sense.
Bringing John up to 7. Your third question. In Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, what object does Jason kill Jim Miller with at the beginning of the film?
It is the actual harpoon gun. He puts the gun through. Yeah.
That is correct for 2 points. You up to 9 points. And finally, who directed Friday the 13th, the final chapter?
Joe Zito.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, at the end of John's round number 2, he's at 11. Steve, are you ready for your first question?
I am.
In the category of Scream, your first question is, who plays Rachel at the beginning of Scream 4?
Ooh. Let's go with Kristen Bell.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal, John.
Anna Paquin.
That is correct for 2 points.
It's one of those.
50-50 shot.
All right. Your second question. Who said the following quote? Enjoy that torch.
That would be Sydney.
That is correct for 2 points. Bringing Steve up to 5 points. Your third question. What is the full name, first and last, of the staff producer who gets killed by Roman at the end of Scream 3?
John Milton.
That is correct for 2 points. Bringing Steve up to 7 points. And your fourth question. Who plays Sydney's drama teacher, Gus Gold, in Scream 2?
David Warner.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, so at the end of round number 2, we have John in the lead with 13, Steve behind with 9. Going into round number 3, which works like this, is a game one, lose one round. There are 4 random questions in 4 random categories. Each competitor will write down their answer. They get it right, they gain 1 point. They miss it, they lose 1 point. You understand?
Yep.
All right, if you guys are ready, we will start with the very first question, which is in the category of Stephen King. And your question is, who plays Lewis in 2019's Pet Sematary? A movie that I've never seen, but I have seen the original multiple times. Still holds up somewhat.
Wait, repeat?
All right, Steve using his first repeat of the match in the category of Stephen King. Who plays Lewis in 2019's Pet Sematary? And answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
Jason Clarke.
That is correct for 1 point. John.
I don't have Jason Clarke. I wrote Lucas Tull.
That is incorrect. Loss of 1 point. So it's 10. It's 12-10 right now. Going to question number 2, which is in the category of horror comedies. Your question is, what is the subtitle of Tremors 2? Again, I've only seen one of these, and it's the original, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, John.
Aftershocks.
That is correct for 1 point, Steve.
I only put Aftershock.
That is incorrect.
Semantics.
Loss of 1. All right, going into question number 3 in the category of a new category, shark movies. Your question is, what year saw the release of Deep Blue Sea? The great Sam Jackson movie.
I'm probably a year off.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
1989.
That is correct for 1 point. John.
What did I say?
1 year off. We are back to 12 to 10. All right, and your fourth question. In the category of the Scream Queen herself, Jamie Lee Curtis. Your question is, who directed 1980's Prom Night? Back and forth matchup, 12 to 10 right now with John having a lead, but anything can happen with this question. 5, 4.
I'll do a repeat.
All right, John using his first repeat. In the category of Jamie Lee Curtis, your question is, who directed 1980's Prom Night? Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, John.
Nothing. I give up.
Ooh, Steve.
I put something down. I put Steve Miner.
That is incorrect. Correct answer is Paul Lynch.
Paul Lynch. Okay.
All right, so at the end of round number 3, we have John in the lead with 11, Steve behind with 9. Going into round number 4, which is the deep cuts round. Boards are still in play. There will be 3 questions ranging from a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer in 3 different categories. Each competitor will write down their answer. They get it right, they gain those amount of points. Nothing happens if they miss it. You understand?
Yep.
We will start with the first category, which is the 90s. Your question is, who plays Brenda Bates in 1998 Urban Legend? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
Rebecca Gayheart.
That is correct, 2 points. And John.
Rebecca Gayheart.
That is correct, 2 points.
Almost wrote Alicia Witt. Almost did it.
All right. Your second question in the category of the 1980s. And your question is, how is the camp cook Artie killed in 1983's Sleepaway Camp? So this might be a big take, but I prefer this movie over the Friday series.
Good practical effects. Definitely that much.
Oh yeah, 4, 3.
Repeat.
Steve using his second repeat. In the category of the 1980s, how is the camp cook Artie killed in 1983's Sleepaway Camp? The first time I actually watched this movie was with they were doing a drive-in with Joe Bob Briggs episode on it. I watched that at the same time. It was amazing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
I put dumped hot water on head.
That is correct for 3 points. Bringing Steve up to 14, and John.
Yeah, I don't think she actually kills him. He gets taken away in a stretcher, but he's scalded with water.
That is correct for 3 points as well. All right, it's 14 to 16 going into your 5-pointer in the category of franchises. Your 5-pointer is, what is the full name, first and last, of the homeless man with a hook hand that the police are looking for at the beginning of 2021's Candyman? I didn't mind this movie. I actually really, really liked it. It took the original source material and added an updated version to it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, John.
I put Clayton Crowe.
That is incorrect, Steve.
I put down Richard Lester.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Sherman Fields.
Sherman Field, yes.
All right.
It's all coming back to me now, Hunter.
So at the end of round number 4, Steve is behind with 14. John in the lead with 16. Going into our 5th and final round, and it works like this. There are 5 movies on a wheel, 2 from each competitor, and a bonus movie that is on the wheel as well. I will spin the wheel 3 times to bring up a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer in that chosen movie. Each competitor does have 1 respin at the wheel, but can only use it once per game. Do you understand?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, the movies on the wheel today are Get Out, Brain Scan, Us, Dr. Giggles, and the bonus movie, Jennifer's Body. All right, so since Steve is behind, we will start with him with his 2-pointer. Are you ready?
Yes.
And your spin is in. It lands on the bonus movie, Jennifer's Body. You want to keep your spin again?
I do want to keep it.
Okay, you're keeping the bonus movie. Your 2-pointer. What MCU actor plays Officer Roman in this film?
Chris Pratt.
That's correct for 2 points. We jump to John. Are you ready for your 2-pointer?
I am.
Spin is in. Lands on Brain Scan. You keep your spin again.
I will keep it.
Okay. Your 2-pointer in the category of Brain Scan is who directed the film?
John Flynn.
That is correct for 2 points. Bringing John to 18. Steve, are you ready for your 3-point spin?
Not really, but let's go ahead and do it.
Your spin is in. Lands on Jennifer's Body.
Yes.
Or keep your spin again.
Keep it.
Okay. Your 3-pointer in the category of Jennifer's Body is, what is the name of the band led by Adam Brody in this film?
Low Shoulder.
That is correct for 3 points. Bringing Steve to 19. All right, John, are you ready for your 3-pointer?
Yep.
Spin is in. Lands on Get Out. You want to keep your spin again?
I'll keep it.
You're keep it. Okay. Your 3-pointer in the category of Get Out. What sports athlete does the wealthy socialite compare Chris's physique to in this film? Five, 4.
I'll do a repeat.
Using your second repeat in the your 3-pointer in the category of Get Out is, what sports athlete does the wealthy socialite compare Chris's physique to in this film?
I knew I should have respun.
5.
Tiger Woods.
That is correct for 3
Yes.
points.
Oh shit! All right.
And John to 21 points. Steve, are you ready for your 5-pointer?
No, but let's go.
You have a respin if you need it. Your spin
Yeah.
is in. It lands on Us. I'm going to keep your spin again.
I'm keeping it.
You're going to keep Us. Okay. Your 5-pointer to pass it back to John in the category of Us. In this film, it is revealed that a young Addie was missing from her parents for how many minutes?
If I don't get this right, I can say congratulations to John. So I'm going to just do this and do the anticipation. Or do I got another repeat?
You do as well.
Let me get another repeat then.
Okay, using your last repeat. In the category of Us. In this film, it is revealed that a young Addie was missing from her parents for how many minutes? Five, 4, 3.
60 minutes.
And your winner!
It was 15 minutes. I don't remember
15 minutes. And new Horror Trivia Challenge Champion of the World,
2-time.
the Reaper, John Maher. The correct answer was indeed 15 minutes. John, you are a 2-time Horror Trivia Challenge champion. How you feeling, man?
Steve was a great champion, keeping that belt warm for a month for me, but I got to say it's finally back where it belongs. Taking nothing away for Steve. I guarantee there's going to be a third one. It's probably going to be in 30 days. So I'll see Steve again in 30 days. Until then, let's go. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, all you people out there in NEN land. Love you.
Amazing. So you will actually be taking on the winner of the King of the Scream tournament that we have going on at our final pay-per-view, The Last Stand. So out of anyone that's still in the tournament, who are you looking forward to potentially facing?
I mean, if Henry wins, we can promote it on our show, so that'd be fun. But then I have to beat him. I can't let him win. So hopefully Henry doesn't win. So I'd be okay losing to whoever wins. But whatever, we'll see what happens.
All right, that's been your winner and new Horror Trivia Challenge Champion of the World, John Maher. We'll be right back with a runner-up. The former champion, Steve Mesa, 19 points, 2-point difference.
15 minutes.
What a match. It seems like that steal in round 2 kind of sunk you because it was a 2-point difference. How you feeling, man?
Yeah, I mean, it was a 50-50 shot to figure out who it was, but I couldn't take the chance of just not going for that beginning portion of it. But like, yeah, man, I'll be honest, I studied, but I wasn't studying as hard, and I'm gonna say I had a last minute errand that I had to take care of that didn't really give me enough time to study. So I unfortunately I saved the studying for the last minute. But the Jennifer Body question, I feel very confident because I saw that recently, and I was more information than I was last. So maybe I'm thinking about maybe sticking with Jennifer's Body. I don't know. We'll see. I think Us screwed me. I got screwed by Us, so I'm going to probably take that out and maybe replace that.
That might be a smart choice. A lot of people are seeming to pick, the more popular movies like Scream, Us, Get Out, things like that. So it may be time to go with something kind of completely different in your repertoire for round 5 or round 3. Mm-hmm. Do you also feel like picking something as widely used as in Scream may have been a wrong choice? I mean, you only missed one question, but
yeah, it was only one. But it was only like one question. It was like John said, it was a 50-50 shot. Like if you gave me anybody but that movie, that movie is a smorgasbord of cast people. Like I know there's Amy Teagarden at the beginning. I know certain people. Like I said, I didn't study up on my Scream cast, I guess, but I got I got the David Warner question. I got it's just the second question that kind of screwed me. But I'm gonna keep Scream because that's the franchise I'm comfortable with. But like I said, I think Jennifer's Body may be the way to go, or just switching up the Get Out and Us, because now I'm not undefeated no more. So.
All right, that's been your runner-up, Steve Mesa. We'll be right back at the desk. Guys, What a way to open up Clash of the Titans with a new Horror Trivia Challenge champion, the Reaper, John Maher, 21-19. What a fantastic match. And don't forget, our main event is coming up next as the Movie Trivia Challenge Undisputed World Championship is on the line. Champion Alpha's Joe Fairley taking on the #1 contender, the Painmaker, Ryan Payne. So, guys, I'm super excited for that one. If you guys did enjoy this match, hit the like button, subscribe to the Entertainment Network down below. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys soon.